This minor league team is reminded that the eyes of the organization are keeping tabs on them.
Now on your home for minor league baseball, MLB The Show has coverage from the AAA Pacific Coast League. Tonight, the first of this 4-game weekend set between the Nashville Sounds and the Wichita Wind Surge. It's baseball, it's The Show, and it comes your way next. Blondie Yellow Horse will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, listen, you don't have to know much about statistics to know that this is a bad one. How about this guy on the year as a starting pitcher? Left-handers are hitting over 300 against this guy. He's going to have to change something or he won't be pitching very long in this league.
Digging in now, Eliezer Alvarez. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Eliezer Alvarez.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. First pitch of the ball game misses here, and that's how we begin this 4-game weekend set. Fellas are home 9 as they begin play here this evening. They've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is flying high right now. There's a fight at the bat rack.
And this is drifting foul back into the stands. 77 degrees our temperature at game time tonight. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Now the 2-1.
Hey! 2-2 the count.
And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Now the 3-2 pitch. Pitch popped up. Robinson waits on it. He's got it 1 away. Stepping in, Sam Travis. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home.
Hey, what away?
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. 1 out, nobody on. A bouncer to the left side, scooped up. And there's out number 2. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And into bat next will be Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. He's ready. Here's the first offering. 0-1 the count. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Two out, nobody on.
Hey, we got 2 down, fellas.
Hey. It's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Strike this guy out. Give him yourself.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. Benitez is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. So a rather pedestrian start to the top half of the first. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1. No score. Into the box now, Josh Young. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Josh Young.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hard hit ball to short. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second. So one away here with the bases empty, and in with a bat in his hands will be Yusniel Diaz. First delivery to him on the way. Breaking ball called just a bit low. A ball and a strike. Slow little roller to third. He's got it. In time to first, and there are two away. Settling in now, Eric Filia. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive.
Eric Filia.
2 outs here.
Here comes the first pitch. Sent out to straightaway center field.
Waiting on it is Brinson.
Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Nothing across here this half. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The Wind Surge lead it 1-0. Now at the plate, Esteban Quiroz, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. A solo shot down the line in right. Third home run for him on the year. As they cut the lead in half, it's 2-1 now.
Only the first hit of the night, but it was a big one. He absolutely punished that mistake, and you have to wonder if that will open the floodgates a little.
Batting 8, the center fielder, Julio
to the plate now, Julio Pablo Martinez. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 14 homers and 44 RBIs. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
No outs here.
Base is empty here with nobody out. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Every pitcher gives up home runs, some more than others, but the best ones forget about them as soon as the next guy digs into the batter's box. He showed me a lot right there by going after the next hitter and striking him out on only 3 pitches.
Batting 9, the catcher, Carlos.
Into the box now, Carlos Leal. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. The 1-0 is taken, strike 1. Is put in play to the right side of the infield, reined in, and there are 2 away now. Digging in, Eliezer Alvarez. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Eliezer Alvarez.
Hey, we got 2 down now.
First offering on its way. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Hey, come on now, fellas.
Swing and a liner. Right at the third baseman, and that'll end the inning. But the damage is done as thanks to the solo home run, this is now a one-run game. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Wichita's out in front 2-1. At the plate, Sam Travis, as we begin the top of the 4th.
The first baseman, Sam Travis.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball, that pitch is up. Hey, we got no outs.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
Hey! All right, come on now.
And he looks at one in there, 1-2.
I know it's cliche and it's tired at times, but a well-located fastball down at the knees is still the best pitch in the game.
The 1-2. Hits the top of the zone. He struck him out looking.
He's not going to feel good about that at bat, nor should he. You have to want to swing the bat, but he just stood there and looked at 4 straight pitches. Hopefully, we'll see him get a little bit more aggressive next time.
The batter, number 9.
So now up steps Isaiah Kiner-Falefa.
Kiner-Falefa.
As he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
That's outside.
A swing and a ground ball to third. And that's the second out. Now at the plate, Josh Young. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Josh Young.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Hey! Here we go, guys.
0-1 count and the pitch.
That's out.
And there's ball 2 now. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder giving chase. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Wind Surge lead it 2-1. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And digging in is the outfielder, Yusniel Diaz.
Yusniel Diaz.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. The bouncer to the left side. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Standing in, Eric Filia. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Now here's the pitch. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
It's no wonder this guy's pitch count is so low. If they keep swinging on the first pitch, he's got a real chance to go deep into this one.
5th inning, 2-1 our score. There's a fastball called for a strike on the inside corner.
Yeah, 1 down now, 1 down.
That's
No
ball
offer
2.
on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
I got 2-1 the count. Up,
and it's fouled away. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. Right side hit hard. A dive and he knocks it down. Throw will not be in time at first. A good effort that time, but not enough to prevent them from getting a 1-out base runner.
Now batting, the second baseman, Esteban.
Stepping in now, Esteban Quiroz, as he'll try and hold off the swing, but this one's in there for strike 1. He homered back in the 3rd inning in this one.
Hey, 1 down now, 1 down.
Now the 0-1.
Nope. Hey, let's turn 2, huh? Nope.
And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now.
Yeah.
There's a fastball on the inner 3rd taken for a strike. Here now the 2-2. Chopped at 3rd. Tough to get 2. Scooped up to second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Back with more on a Thursday night following this.
Let's play ball. 3.
Into the box, Julio Pablo Martinez. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Jump ahead of him right here, huh?
First offering on its way.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
The windup and the 0-1. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Now batting, the catcher.
At the plate now, Carlos Leal. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Now the 1-0. Taken strike 1 on the inside corner.
1 out now.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Low scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left.
Mine.
And quickly 2 are gone now here in the visitors' half of the 6th. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Eliezer Alvarez. He's popped out and lined out. 0 for 2 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
That's a ball.
Where's the one here?
And here's a fastball in for strike one. 91 miles an hour that time. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Right fielder coming on, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
And they keep the inning alive with a base hit, but you can see that's only the 3rd hit he's given up the entire game, so he's still in total control out there.
Now batting, the first baseman, Sam.
Into the box, Sam Travis, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
Here we go right now, fellas.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Benitez will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. The 5, 6, and 7 slots due up in the bottom of inning number 6. Wichita's out in front 2-1. All set for the start of the inning, and striding forward the designated hitter, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
And he gets ahead with a screwball that's in there for strike one. No, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
That ball foul.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. And the screwball got him swinging, 1 gone.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a 1-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
Now batting, third baseman, Josh.
At the plate, Josh Young. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
You got 1 here.
And he takes a cold strike 1.
I'm absolutely shocked he took that pitch right there. Right in the wheelhouse, low 90s heater. That's one you got to let go on.
Up high, 2-1 now.
Very impressive outing so far. His command has been spot on. Even when he misses his spot, it isn't out over the heart of the plate. He's throwing quality pitches.
The 2-1 home. Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out. Yusniel Diaz is the next to bat. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here.
Get ahead, stay ahead.
Now the pitch.
Ball! That pitch is out. Hey, 2-way now.
On its way is pitch number 75. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. A bouncer up the middle. He's got it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So they go down without a whimper here. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. The Wind Surge lead it 2-1.
Let's play ball. Ball 4. Take your base. He's out. That's ball 4. 3. Out. Out. You're out. He's out. 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 You're out. Out.
I expect this series to be a battle, so to take the first game at home is definitely the way you want to start it out. Give that home crowd a reason to come back tomorrow for what will hopefully be another solid performance.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. The Wind Surge jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Blondie Yellow Horse wins his 3rd of the season. Tommy Eveld earns the save out of the bullpen, his 9th of the year. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score. First, for the victorious Wind Surge, 2 runs, 9 hits, no errors. They left 16 men on base. For the Sound, 1 run, 4 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 40 minutes.